Hello friends, now we will move to the third chapter, practical part of third chapter, that is data types, variables and arrays. So in this chapter, in this video, we are going to see very simple examples using multiple types of data types, how to create and use variables and how to create arrays. So we will start with the first example, that is data type long. We will create new project. We will see how to use long data type. In the source, I'm creating new package, my pack for long. In this, as usual, I will create a class light. So what we are going to see in this example, the total distance in miles the light will traverse. Here also I will require public static void main. So as we have seen in the theory part, what is long? It's a signed 64-bit type. So you can store long data, that is large data, that is in integer format. Only the size of data is long. So in this example, we are calculating the distance traversed by light. We are creating light speed then long takes long seconds long distance. First of all, we will initialize the speed of light is then number of days, in how many number of days I have to calculate, specify number of days, then seconds, days into 24 into 60 into 60. So conversion to second is took place. Seconds took place. So seconds are also generated. Now distance. To store the distance, what is the distance? Light speed into seconds. So this will be stored in long format because the total number of answer that is generated, that will be large, that cannot be stored into integer data type. So my answer is, in 1000 days light will travel about light will travel about distance in miles. So we have already calculated distance and stored in a variable called distance, which is a long variable. And now we will print this using Java output. Let's see. Light will travel about this much miles. Okay. This is the use of light. Use of long. You cannot store large data into integer data type, so we use long data type. Now let's see the example of double. Here also new package for double. I will create one class called area in this. As usual, I include public static void main. Here I am creating three double variables, double pi, comma, radius, comma, area. So radius is initialized to, for example, 10.8, then pi 3.1416. Value of pi. Why we are using double? Double is for double precision. Now we will calculate area. Calculate area formula. So what is the difference between float and double? Float is for single precision value and double is for double precision approximate value. For that we are using double over here. Now we will print the output of area. Area of circle is calculated at Now we will see the output of this project. Area of circle is calculated approximately with double precision. It is printed over here 366.436224. So this way, rather than when we do not require this extra precision, we use floating point values, and when we want extra precision, we use double precision values. Now we will see the demo for characters as well. Package for cat. I will create a new class over here. My cat class. Here also I require public static void main to start the execution of program. As we have seen in the previous examples, character in Java is not same as character in C or C++. Character in C, C++ is the 8 bits wide because those programs are not used worldwide. But in Java, since the worldwide usage is required, the character in Java is 16-bit. So Java uses Unicode to represent characters. Unicode defines a fully international character set that represent all of the characters found in all human languages. To so to display all the characters, to include all the characters that are included in worldwide languages, the character data type in Java uses 16-bit type. Okay, so that is for storing the Unicode. So here we are using the example for character. T8 is a code for letter X that is stored in character, and CH2 is directly storing character Y, and I'm printing both the characters. CH1 is equal to plus CH1, CH2 is equal to so first is X and second is Y. Okay. The ASCII character set at occupies the first 127 values in the Unicode character set. So whenever you are incrementing the value of CH1, the letter representing that particular character will also be incremented by 1. Okay, if you are doing 88 to 90, for example, So it will represent character Z in English letters. For that also, we will see one more example. For character demo, we will see one more demo for that. Now, package for so in this program, what we will do, we will increment the value of character variable, and let's see what happens. If suppose I create one character variable ch1 and I initialize it to capital X, then I print this value. Then again I increment the value of ch1. Let's see what happens in this case. ch1 is containing first of all X. Then I increment the value of ch1. Why I can increment? Because in Java it represents the Unicode character set. So when I increment the ch1, it will be incremented to next character, that is Y. And so it will print ch1 is now Y. Now again, one more demo we will see for booleans. What are booleans? Booleans are true and false. Okay. In Java, Boolean is true and false only. No other meaning is allowed in this. Now I will create a class called boolTest. I am creating one variable boolean and initializing it to false. Now this B is printed as false. Again I make it as true. Again I print it. So directly you can pass this in the if block. So what is if block? We have already seen. In if block, if particular condition is satisfied or particular condition is true, we can go inside the block. Otherwise, we cannot go inside the block. So in this way, you can use the true and false value to check whether we have to go inside block or not. So we can directly pass this boolean variable here. If b means if true, because now if here b is initialized to true, so if b is true, it will go inside this statement can be executed. Now again I make it b to false, and since the condition is like if particular condition is true, then only we can go inside. So this in this case it will not go inside. So this way we can use this boolean variable to operate in if block. Also one more uses of boolean we have to see. If we are using relational operator, the output of that relational operator is a boolean value. For example, 10 is greater than 9 is 10 is greater than 9. So it will print either true or false. So here also usage of boolean we can see. Now I can run this project. In the first case, b is false because I have initialized it to false. In the second case, b is true because I have initialized it to true. Then in the third case, this statement is executed because b is true. In the next case, b is false, so it will not be executed. And 10 is greater than 9 is true or false, it is true. So this way we have seen the demo for boolean. Now we will see how to initialize variables. As we have already seen the data types, now we will move to the variable part. How to create and how to initialize variable. Here also I create a package for so there are two ways we can initialize variable. You can initialize it dynamically at runtime or using equal to operator at compile time. So we will see both in the same project. Here I am creating two variables. In the same way that we have already seen to create an initialize variable, that is our old fashion of initializing variable. Now we can also initialize variable at runtime. How? Double C is equal to square root of A into A plus suppose B into B. So at the runtime, when the output of this is done, it will be initialized and saved to value C. And our output is so square root of 3 into 3, that is 9, and 4 into 4, that is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. The square root of 25 is 5, and it is calculated runtime and it is saved in value C. Now we will see scope and lifetime of variables. So what is scope of variables? The variable that is declared inside the block. When the block is finished, outside of that block, that variable is not visible. That is called as scope and lifetime of variables. So opening and closing curly braces are used to declare or define scope and lifetime of variable. If suppose I create one variable called int x, so it is known or visible throughout my main. Okay, then I initialize that x to, for example, 10. If x is equal to 10, here new scope will be started. Opening and closing integer y is equal to 20, for example. Then this y is visible only here, that is opening and closing curly braces. Now I try to print both x and y inside. x and y plus x plus y. X is equal to y into 2. So y's double value is stored now into x. Now what I am doing here is, again I am modifying the value of y. But it is giving me error. Why? Because declaration and definition both done inside the opening and closing curly braces. If I would have declared that integer y over here, integer y, this error is gone. Okay, and I cannot declare the same variable using the same name. But since I have declared and defined both inside, this y is not visible outside this closing curly brace. So this is throwing me error. That is called as scope and lifetime of variable. But still x, since x is globally declared over here and defined, we can still run the code using printing the x value. X is plus x. Now I can run this. Ten and 20 and double the value of y and store it into x. So x is visible throughout the code. Now lifetime of variable also we have to see. I will close this project. Package for lifetime. Now here I will create a new class. I will name it as, for example, lifetime. Here I again create one variable int x, and for int for x is equal to 0, x less than 3, x plus plus. So I am initializing y minus 1. Y is initialized each time for this 3 times. 3 times this for loop will be executed. So each time this y will be initialized to minus 1. Now I am printing this y. What is the lifetime of variable? Lifetime means it is created and destroyed. It is created and destroyed 3 times. Every time new a for loop is created, new y is created and it is destroyed. So I print this y here. Y is now y is equal to 100. Now I again print this y. Y is now plus y. So every time new new for loop is instantiated, y will be -1, y is 100. Why? Because declaration is done inside the block. Declaration, it is integer. Now I will run this code. Y is -1, y 100. Y is -1, y is now 100. Y is -1, y is now 100. Every time y is initialized, so lifetime of y is from this to this. Here it is created, here it is destroyed 3 times. Okay, so this is called as lifetime of variable. Now we will see how to typecast incompatible types with example, that is conversion example in Java. Let's see this example. Here conversion demo project is created. Now I create a class called conversion. In this example, I create a byte variable b, integer I is equal to 257. I created 3 variables. One is byte variable b, second is I variable 257, and third is d variable 323.142. Now I am converting int to byte. How I convert it? So conversion is taken place using this opening and closing parenthesis. In that I am writing here. But why it is possible? I am converting into byte. Now I will print this I and B both. I and B. Both I am printing over here. Now I am converting double value D to int value. Okay. So how I will convert it? Conversion from double to int. Okay. So for this, how I will write it? I is equal to int double, and here D and I am printing over here D I. And the last conversion I am taking place here is, sorry, from double to byte. How I write it? B is equal to byte D. Okay. So this way D and B, here D and B. So conversion is taken place for 3 from int to byte, from double to int and double to byte. Now I will run this code. Into byte I and B. I value is 257, byte value is 1. Then double to int, B value is 323.142, and int is, for int the floating point precision is removed, only 323 is remain. Then next, from double to byte, double value is 323.142 and its byte value is shown over here, that is 67. So this way we have seen how to convert one value to another data type. In the next part we will see arrays example, that is single dimensional array example plus multi-dimensional array. So how to create those arrays and how to use those arrays. So data type variables array part, practical part 1 is completed over here, and in the next part we are going to see arrays. So we will meet in the next session. Thank you so much.